Hello everyone, is my voice clear? Yeah, so the market is weak. No price in guessing that it's already 200 points down. But what is it saying now? The first thing which I see on the chart here is 19,300 put of today's expiry is at a sort of a resistance over here, which is around 1820. So unless it goes beyond 20, the down move, at least as far as today is concerned, might be arrested. If we go by the open interest levels, 19,350 call has risen sharply after 10, 15 or so. So that is likely to be a resistance. So unless this uh, the green line, which is the 350 call OI, starts falling, that we might not get an expiry above 19,350, because in any case the put writers have also started covering over here. So 19,350 is a resistance in terms of spot, and 19,280, 290 is a support. In fact, these are similar levels what Raju had mentioned in the video yesterday. Let me check that chart here. Yes, in the video yesterday he had talked about a support near 360, 380 on the futures, and today the low is slightly there only. So which translates to 19,300 ish, 300, 310 on the spot. So that may or may not get broken, but right now that can act as a good support. But does that mean that we can see a fast rise? That also seems unlikely because of this call resistance, which you can see here, 19,350 call. The call Y has shot up very fast in the last 3, 4 hours, and they might not give up so easily. So of course we have almost 1.5 hours for expiry. Anything can happen. And like I said, in the 19,300 put, as long as it is below 2022, it is going to be a resistance over here. Only above 2025, then we can expect a very weak expiry, which will be even maybe below 19,280 or even lower. So this is the level from the 19,300 put. So if I also see the 350 put, sometimes in the money options also give a better idea. So that is above resistance. Even if you take a 3% box size, it is above resistance over here. So unless this goes below 25, uh, this remains strong. So in case someone is still bearish, this is a good stop loss, which is below 28. So let's say 25 or so on the 19,350 put. In terms of Camry levels, they won't be much of use today because the options have gone up so much compared to yesterday's range, and Camry levels are based on yesterday's range. So let's see what the 250 call says. That is showing any indication of any up move. Nothing so far. In fact, only above 110 it will be sort of, it will have strength. Right now it is 82, 80, 82. So, and of course it is weak. So as of now, expiry remains weak. A likely support near 19,300 or so, 19,280 to 300. Whether that will hold, no one can say. So that is all about Nifty. What about Bank Nifty? In Bank Nifty, if I see the open interest of calls and puts at 44,400, which is sort of at the money right now. Yes, the call open interest has shot up sharply compared to the put, so compared to the, I mean, like in the case of Nifty. But look at the put OI, that is rising even more sharper. That is something very strange. This is something which indicates a support for the market here, at least for Bank Nifty. And naturally, if Bank Nifty is not falling much, Nifty also unlikely to fall much. So right now at 44,400, the open interest says that the put OI is larger than the call OI, and that has risen sharply. So maybe this might act as a support. But again, like I said, in the last hour or 75 minutes, if this starts declining sharply, that will create a waterfall effect on the Bank Nifty put option writers, and they'll have to scramble for cover. So, in terms of charts of Bank Nifty options, let's see what they are saying. 44,400 put. In fact, that is 93 right now. And in fact, it has just given a triple top buy. So, this is a good trigger to buy it. And then this can be a big mover of the day because the put writers as of now were confident, but if the put keeps rising, then those put writers have to run for cover, and that we will see over here. Of course, like everyone knows, open interest data is not live in any case from the exchange. It comes only after 3 minutes, so we'll have to keep an eye on this open interest. If this falls sharply, the put OI, that means we are going to have a very bad expiry for Bank Nifty, and 44,400 will act as a resistance on any up move. So let me take any questions if there are any. What is the pattern used by Raju sir in 1 minute PNF chart? No, that is just a running horizontal count. If you, the only difference is, I don't know if I have that chart over here. To plot that chart, what you have to do is take a box size 0.05, and instead of a 3-box reversal, you have to use a 1-box reversal, and then from count you have this running horizontal count. Once you plot that, you will get these levels, the top and bottom, sort of targets for any up move or down move. So maybe 360, like Raju said yesterday, 360 may or may not act as a support for Bank Nifty, and this put 44,000 put is still strong. Let me see if any change in the open interest position. Not much yet. Two things have to happen for Bank Nifty to keep going down. This call has to go further, and the put has to start coming down, which means the put writers will be under pressure. So as of now, that is not yet happening. So next, okay, it has happened a bit on a 5-minute chart. So some kind of covering was seen on the put 44,400 put, but now it seems Bank Nifty has started rising a bit. So maybe these put writers are. Let me see what is the position of the put chart. This anchor column is going to be very decisive. The high and low, the low is about 52. So let's say as long as this 44,400 put is above 50. In fact, even this was an anchor column, so this was a bear trap for the put writers. And then if it remains above 50, then it can be a bad expiry. But of course, like I said, if the put writers still continue to exert pressure on Bank Nifty from the, I mean, when I say exert pressure, I mean giving support. If that happens, then this 50 will have to break very fast. Otherwise, it can be a bad expiry. If I have to look at the call chart, let me take 44,300. No, there is no strength at all in this. Absolutely no strength. So, unfortunately, for bulls, it doesn't look good, at least as of now. I'm seeing all the charts at one go now. Now, look at this. Look at the call. See how this call has risen sharply. 44,400 call over has risen sharply. So, if it continues, then that means Bank Nifty is going to be very much under pressure. So, in fact, this is a do or die moment right now at whatever 2:10 p.m. This is going to be a do or die moment for the 44,400 put writers. In fact, Nifty spot also has gone down 19,300 now. So, next 5 minutes will decide whether expiry will be lower or not much higher from here, because that those put writers who have started covering, that means that Bank Nifty, I mean, the market is under pressure. So any up move will be short lived, maybe just an expiry move. Like I said, 19,350 and 44 450 500. That's all. I don't, as of now, it doesn't seem to be going beyond that. So we have to keep watching the call and put both together in case one of them is giving any hint. As of now, it is still a bearish hint. So this call also is still going down. Yeah, I won't be discussing too many stocks because this is a weekly expiry. So when we come to a monthly expiry, then I can discuss stocks because right now, like everyone knows, this is just the beginning of a new month expiry. So let's talk only about weekly expiry and Nifty and Bank Nifty. One question: without opening Demat account, where I can use all items of Definedge? No, otherwise you have Definedge solutions where you can buy the product, but then that is expensive. And like we have mentioned so many times, by just opening a Demat account, it is related effectively free because you get those wallet points, and that's all. So you get most of the, in fact, all the products basic version you get free, and when you buy the pro products, you get the wallet points. Effectively, that also becomes free because that is set off against your brokerage. Again, a lot of people are saying, where will Nifty halt? No one knows. Being trend followers, one thing you have to accept that prediction is extremely dangerous. So you have to follow what the market is doing. I always keep saying, in fact, I have tweeted on so many occasions that any shot, since everyone knows I'm a cricket fan, any shot which is hit of the toe of the bat or the shoulder of the bat gets mistimed 99% unless you are a Virendra Sehwag. So better to play from the meat of the bat, which means if there is a rally of 200 points, there is no harm if you catch only 100 points out of it. But you might get caught on the wrong foot, and then the problem is once you get biased, that Nifty will face. I mean, get a good support here. It is there is no way you can trade bearish. So just remove the bias out of your mind and trade what you see and not what you feel. I'm just looking at the questions on a different machine. Again, bounce back after three, all that is fine to talk about, but then, that hero or zero and all that. Look at the call chart. Do you see any action at all, any strength at all in this call chart? Nothing. And look at the put chart. It is, in fact, earlier it was an anchor column. Now it is given a double top buy, even on a 3% chart. Sorry, 1%. In 3% also is very strong. And like I said, unless this goes below 50, Bank Nifty is weak. As simple as that. Whether it will take support or not, first of all, the put has to start coming down. Second, the call has to start going up. At least one of the two things have to happen first. The only thing I can say here is the call here is showing some sort of support. I am talking about Nifty and Nifty 300 put. We had talked about a resistance here. It went to about 23, 24, but now it is facing resistance. In fact, that was the first chart I showed. If it goes beyond 25, then Bank Nifty, oh sorry, even Nifty is in trouble. But right now it is facing selling pressure. I'm talking about the put, which means Nifty, which made a low near 19,300 spot, may be a support for today as of now. But like everyone knows, anything can happen in the last half an hour or so. So it is difficult to say what will happen. But these are the levels which will definitely be of use to you. So if I look at the put chart, this is the 19,300 put. If it goes below 14, 12 to 14, that will make Nifty, I wouldn't say strong, I'll only say that will say that Nifty has taken support. Similarly, in Bank Nifty, if you look at the 44,400 put, if it goes below, okay, now at least below 75 and then below 50, that means Bank Nifty is taking support. Whether it will show a sharp rise, it is too early to say. Because right now, I mean, we still have almost 70 minutes left for the expiry. So that's why you have to follow the call as well as the put charts at the same time. Now, if you see the multiple open interest at 11 Nifty 19,350. Okay, what I'll do is I'll close this and I'll open 19,300 because right now that is the at the money. Yeah, another question: why is the put open interest of 19,600 rising? To me, that is absolutely irrelevant information because, first of all, I'm not sure whether you're talking about today's expiry because today's expiry only 70 minutes are left and 19,600 put is way out of the money. So, I really cannot explain why because it might be a part of some bigger, complex strategy of some big institution and because of which that OI is rising. So, it's too far off for me right now. 300 points away put OI is too far off to even talk about right now. How to find which strike price to buy? I always advocate that you must stick to at the money, especially on expiry day, first half at the money, and second half, last 1.5 hours, it should always be in the money, always. I'm not a fan of zero hero and all that. That was fine for when you are a beginner, but once you become a experienced trader, you find that that is all very exciting stuff only for that day, those 5-10 minutes. But in the long term, that doesn't help. Zero ka, hero ka zero. Maybe in fact there are so many people who keep buying OTM calls and puts, and they say कि 5 का 50 हो गया. But then you can't do that every time, right? Maybe once in a while it will give you thrill because of the speed. But that's all. The speed thrills but kills. So let's not talk about hero ka zero. Sorry, zero ka hero and all that. So they are. So now coming to this 19,300 multiple open interest. Here the put open interest still strong, like what it was in Bank Nifty at 44,400. But now you can see the call open interest has started rising, but it is still much below the put open interest. So which also means as of now 19,300. When I say 300, it cannot be an exact level. It is approximate level where it can act as a support. Let's see what has happened to Bank Nifty. Things change so fast. Bank Nifty put OI is still going down, call is going up. But again, I have said it on many occasions. It's not just the crossover which I see. I look at the ratio. The ratio for any strike price to become bearish should be below zero point 0.8. I'm talking about a PCR, which means put upon call should be less than zero point 0.8 for that strike price to be bearish. I don't think that has happened yet. And for it to be bullish, it should be above 1.2 and sustain above 1.2. Put upon call, yeah. So now small resistance in the Bank Nifty put, but still not out of the woods. Nifty is rising slightly, Bank Nifty is slightly here, it's there only. So let me plot the straddles if they are giving any indication. 19,300 straddle of today's expiry actually. Nothing. So it's drifting down. So as of now, this remains at 50 and it will get negated only above 75 or 80. So I would still bet on expiry between 300 and 350. This is just a guess based on whatever evidence we have seen. It is not a, tradable idea. This is just from my, uh, like you say, you have to present evidence in the courts. This is the evidence I am getting right now. That expiry unlikely to be way below 280, 300, and very unlikely to be above 350. But again, still 1 hour is left. Anything can happen. In fact, it's still just 220. 70 minutes are left. Anything can happen. What is the Bank Nifty status saying? This is also weak, so not a trending upward. So whenever a straddle is going down, I'm sure a lot of people who have seen many videos of mine and tweets, whenever a straddle is going down, that means as far as that strike price is concerned, it is going to be range bound. It is not going to spike up in terms of Nifty. It is not going to crash or rise sharply as long as this straddle is going down. If this straddle starts going up sharply, that means a big move is going to come in the underlying. So for that, right now, this Bank Nifty straddle has to go only above 210, 220, because that will also be like a reversal on this chart. So as long as that is not happening, expiry might be between 44,300, 44,500, because that is what 200 says, right? And if you come back to the Nifty expiry, this is also suggesting something similar. Has any change happened in the call? No. Bank Nifty open interest is still the same, so it is not yet bullish at all. Nifty also is not bearish. In fact, that is one thing I always highlight. Whenever you open any chart, whether it is a stock, whether it is an option, whether it is straddle, first thing you must see on the chart is what you should not do. So here, shorting at these levels might be a bit risky. That is what the chart is suggesting right now. But whether we should go long, no, the charts are, in fact, in this 19,300 call, now it is showing some kind of spiking, but still not out of the woods. Oh, what was 0.25? Yeah, Bank Nifty. Okay, good. Thanks for reminding. Yeah, but it's still the same. It's weak only. So unless Bank Nifty or any of the straddles start spiking up sharply, a very big move is unlikely. Now that is one thing. Another thing is whenever a straddle spikes sharply, that doesn't mean the underlying is going to rise. No, the straddle consists of two components. One is the call, one is the put. So even if the market crashes, the put will rise sharply, which will ensure that the straddle will still rise sharply. A rising straddle or a spiking straddle only says that the underlying is going to be trending fast. So there is going to be momentum and it is going to be fast. But till the time it is drifting down, that means it is range bound within that. As far as Bank Nifty is concerned, 100-point range, or as far as Nifty is concerned, that 50-point range. What is the put suggesting? Sorry, this is the straddle. Nifty put that has come down sharply. So that means the 19,300 put writers are giving support as of now. What is the 44,400 put doing? Even that has come down sharply, but still not below 50. What about TOI? Yes, that was a good question. In the last couple of hours, TOI can be misleading because open interest goes all over the place. In fact, there are very big spikes all of a sudden. So I don't use TOI in the last hour or couple of hours. It should be only used in the morning. And in the morning, it was very clear that the market is bearish after open, and after that, we have seen how Nifty has come down by 200 points and Bank Nifty by 600 points. Just to give you an idea how it happened in the morning. Where did Nifty open? It was around 19,400. I'll just open the TOI chart just to show what happened in the morning. 19,500. Yeah, here it is. So around 12 o'clock, it became extremely bearish. And then if you plot the 19,500 put, that would have given a good entry after 12 o'clock when TOI started coming down. So my favorite Camilla levels to get an idea of the intraday levels. So this was around, in fact, here, exactly here. So if you see this anchor column, it was after 12 o'clock. So this was the level where Nifty gave a bearish breakdown on the TOI. The double top Y was at 61 or so. Stop loss was very near. It was only 30 point stop loss. It's very less on a expiry day. And H3 is the typically the first target. H4 is the second target, and after that it is just a question of trading. So that was a good trade after 12 o'clock, which was very much possible based on TOI. But now, like you see here, the TOI can keep spiking up, spiking down, so it becomes a bit unreliable after 1 o'clock, 1:30. So let us see again the multiple open interest. The 19,300 call put OI has gone up even further. That is something which is strange. Strange in the sense that means below 300 expiry looks difficult. What about the bank Nifty? Here again it is same 44,400. In fact, Bank Nifty went just now to 44,400 and has started coming down again. So this also, so as of now, 19,300 to 350, 44,300 to 44,400, 450 is what I expect. Not much beyond that. Of course, in the last 1 hour or maybe sometimes even half an hour, sometimes there are huge moves. So you have to be alert to that, and to get that idea, this 44,400 put has to cross the previous high, which is 114, or on a dip, it should not go below 50, which I had talked about earlier. Or this 19,300 put, if it goes above 25, that will be a sign that the bulls are throwing in the towel. So 110 on the 44,400 put and 25 on the 19,300 put. These are the two levels which will ensure whether expiry is around 300, 350 and 44, 300, 44, 400. So as of now, that is the evidence in front of us. Last look at the straddle charts, they're still going down. Same with Bank Nifty, not much of what is Nifty suggesting. In fact, it is, which was very evident, it's slight support here, but nothing. I mean, this support, in fact, one thing is extremely important, not for today, but for the coming days. Everyone is talking whether the bull market has ended. No one knows. In fact, that is something which we have been saying every time. But if at all the bull market is to resume, it is very unlikely that we will see a very fast rise immediately, because there will be long stuck at every point, every 50, 100 points. So there will be spikes up, spike down. There has to be accumulation at this level. So there has to be a basing formation on the Nifty chart also. Just imagine this chart going sharply up. It will attract some selling. So a healthier chart will be one which gives a U shape than a V shape. That is what I always like. A U shape than a V shape. V shape is good for intraday or so, but for a longer time period, it has to be a U shape. So let it make a base. It will give enough opportunities to enter. There is no, like I said just now about 10 minutes back, Nifty will take support at 19,250. I'm going long. It doesn't help, right? So let it show that it is taking support. It is not going to run away. And even if it runs away, you there are two other things which you have to keep in mind. That is, of course, on a candlestick chart. At least one hourly candle has to be in the green. Number one, it has to be above the last couple of highs on the hourly chart. And the most important thing for a downtrend to end is Nifty or any underlying has to close above the previous day's high. These are the two simplest things to understand whether a downtrend is ending or not. So 230 now, Nifty has gone up slightly. So okay, at least look at this put now. It has gone all the way to 6. So that 25 resistance acted, and now it is 5. Even it is going down sharply. Bank Nifty also has crossed 44,300. So 44,400 put. Now that has gone below 50. So the support which was identified based on the call and put chart as well as the OI has acted, and Bank Nifty and Nifty are going up. Whether it will go beyond 19,350, too early to say. What is the Bank Nifty call suggesting? So this was the main thing. This 19,300 put writers, the red line, these were the heroes of the day. They prevented Bank Nifty from going down, and because of which Bank Nifty also has started rising. 19,300 call. Yeah, this is looking good. In fact, this has given a turtle breakout. So, in case you want to take a low risk trade, you never know. This is a good bullish anchor column. So, the next double top buy, which will be above 63, and a negation, not a negation level, but a risk level will be about 40. So, that will be a risk of about 25 points. So, if this 19,300 call goes above 65, and does not go below 40, so you can understand what I'm saying, then it can give a spike. Till then, range bound between 300 and 350. Bank Nifty also 44,300 and 44,500. Okay, so this was the first attempt to go live on an expiry day. So, of course, I'll keep improving. So, in case you have any suggestions, do tweet to me. You can write in the comment section also on this video. So let's see from next Thursday onwards. Today, at least one thing we saw that the down move might get restricted, but it would have been better if a good trade had. Of course, for anyone who writes options, that 350, sorry, 300 put short was a very good trade, or even this Bank Nifty 44,400 put short was. In fact, now it is 28. Okay, so thank you. So hopefully see you next Thursday. Like I said, if you like what you saw, do like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And yesterday we had another YouTube live where Raghunath explained some new features, and we have also announced that those new features will be in OPSTRA Pro. But right now till 15th August they are going to be free. So do use them. You have to just register and start using them. You'll be surprised at what you find. I mean, I'm a big fan of going through old charts. I just on any free day or free evening or a weekend, I just keep going through old charts. In fact, I have tweeted on so many occasions. I have something like 5,000 charts which I have saved over the years, and keep going, keep looking at them. You definitely get some interesting information, and that is exactly what that after back. I mean, the historical charts will do. Any straddle, strangle, or naked option, what it has done. Maybe you had a good trade or a bad trade. It will definitely be useful. So, thank you and bye bye.